Let's see. All right, can you hear me? Make sure you can hear me. I am praying that my cat does not jump up here. She can't wait. Is my mic on? I know I love this music. Oh, the background stuff? It does go hard. Oh, there she is. Nope, stay down. Is my mic working before I turn the camera on? I needs to know. Good girl, stay down. Do not jump up here. Yes, sir, Wiki. Okay. W cat. No, L cat. L cat. Or you might say hell cat. Get it? Oh gosh, hold on. I think she's good. We want a cat cam. You know, that's funny that you bring that up, because I'm literally gonna use. So I got this Canon camera, and like we're gonna do a whole upgrade. Okay, so the stream gonna look so much better. But I have this Canon camera here, and I was gonna set that up here, and I'm gonna be getting a new mic too, probably next month. So we're gonna get a huge upgrade. Everything's gonna be so much better. It's gonna look so much better. I could literally use or take that camera and aim it towards her cat house. What is it called? Cat tree? But I don't know, because she's not always on there. Oh, there she is. Yeah, there she is. All right, let's see if we can fix this, because this doesn't look that great. I took this camera off earlier to test out the other one. I don't know. Guess we got a deal. We can deal for now. Why are you doing that? What you jump up here for? Mixa, what you jump up here for? You don't have to be up here. Oh gosh, video looks good. Yeah, no, this cam is fine. It just looks like it's crooked though. There we go. It just looks a little crooked. I don't know. All right, get down. All right. What's up, Mikasa? Oh, hey, clan. Yeah. All right. Listen, I love you guys, and I want to stay on here forever, but I can't. Okay, because 2K drops in a couple hours. I got a few other things that I want to do. And yeah, I have to get up early in the morning, but I also want to play 2K. So you know what? I'm not good with sacrifice, so I'm not going to sacrifice. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over a few things. And yeah, we're just going to steam on through. I'm also not going to be here this weekend, so hey, it's going to be divided up, these segments. But I hope everybody's doing okay. Oh, here she comes. Oh my gosh. Look, she's messing with the key. I'm not doing that. Oh, now she doesn't want to show that she's doing that. Okay. Just make me look dumb. Sure. I swear to God she was doing that. I wasn't pressing anything. Okay. All right. Mikasa, you gotta give me some space. This is a toxic relationship. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna divide these up, because here's the thing. Chat. We're gonna divide these up because our boy Jeremy Sohan, he just did a huge Q&A, and I read through a little bit, like not a ton, maybe like a few questions, but there's a lot of questions that they asked. And yeah, I just thought it would be a really good idea just to go through these, and I'm pretty sure a few of these I feel like I can elaborate on or take something from. So this is kind of blind, but not at the same time. Like I said, I read some of these, but maybe the first couple. So let's go ahead and go through this. So Q&A with Jeremy Sohan on Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama. Who are you? Okay. All right. We're back. Let's see. So on Victor Wembanyama, the potential on both sides is endless. That's my dryer. Okay, let's go through this. San Antonio Spurs forward Jeremy Sohan wasn't expecting much when he arrived at a fan event in Poland last month. The number 9th overall pick, blah, blah, blah. We already know what he is. He was born in Oklahoma, but his deep ties to Poland dating back to his grandfather, who was the president of the Warsaw Regional Basketball Association. Okay, I didn't know that. Sohan has played for the Polish youth national team and is recruiting Warrior rookie Brandon Podziemski. I remember that. I remember when he did that. To join him on the senior national team. The forward, who recently spoke with For the Win, said he expected to see maybe a couple hundred people, but what he instead saw was like a bunch of people. It was like a ton of people. Like it was way too many. You got here. Here's the post. Don't know what that says, but it says Jeremy Sohan has many fans, and it ended up being over 2,000, as Jeremy said. It was crazy. It was more than just basketball. It's a culture change, just showing positivity and energy. I think people are receiving it well, and they love it. But moving on. We know everyone loves Sohan, but this is what we really want to talk about. What are your early impressions of your new teammate Victor Wembanyama? This that juicy stuff. All right, let's see what he has to say. I think he is mature for his age. Obviously, he wants to learn. He reads a lot, which is really cool. He is smart. He knows not to get distracted, and that is why he is so good. I love how much he wants it. He's hungry. He wants to win. He's a team player, and he wants to win together. It's super exciting to have the number 1 pick. It speeds things up. Hopefully, we all stay healthy. We are going to work hard to play as a team, and I think we are going to be pretty good. Now, there are a few takeaways I take from this. Number 1, I brought this up. I absolutely brought this up, the fact that he reads. I know that seems like such a small thing, but it's not. I don't know if you guys knew this, but you know, there's new people to this channel. So let me go ahead and bring this up. Jeremy Sohan is actually a huge reader. And let me see, resonate with Popovich. I'm trying to remember what my video was called, Clan the Spurs Fan. But I brought this up. He posted this on his, oh, here it is. Yeah, it's right here. Look at that. He actually posted this on his Instagram account. And this is it. I won't play it through. I don't want to hear my own voice. But it says here, have you ever been to Japan? Hey, have you ever been to Japan? He said no, but I really want to go one day. But I just thought that this was really interesting because this was just one of those situations where, hey, we saw a glimpse into one of our players' lives. And Jeremy Sohan, this was the hint that, oh, he does enjoy reading. We knew that he enjoyed different cultures. We already knew that he enjoys art, museums, all that good stuff. But this was just another layer to him, one of the hobbies that he enjoys. And that was one of the first things that I brought up once we got Victor Wembanyama, is that I think he'll be able to relate to Sohan. Not only that, and actually maybe I should play some of this video that I did, because if you guys didn't know this, Popovich actually, let's see if I can find the clip. Popovich actually gives each one of his players books at Christmas, and that's something that's not brought up that often. So let's see if we can listen to this. Oh, hold on, it's not on my headset. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Yo, Clan, what's good, bro? What's up, Oliver? All right, let's listen.
Yes. What was the last? Hey, Corey, you were reading my mind, Corey. Keldon, what was the last book that Coach Pop gave you? Can you remember the title of it or what it was about?
Nah.
Content?
Last year I probably got like 6 books. Swear.
6?
Swear.
Wow.
6 books.
Believe it or not, I still have
6 books? Yes, 6 books. Shave. I'm way better now. I don't know what the heck was going on with this. What was I trying to pull off? I don't know. Just doing Spurs content all day. I wasn't able to shave. Oh my goodness. But yeah.
My God.
I have my books that Pop gave me for Christmas. I've never read them, but I have them. They're in the library right now, so hang on to those. One day they might be a good read.
Yeah, they're in the house sitting on the shelf right now.
Hey, Keldon Johnson. Hey, good luck.
But yeah, just trying to show you guys that. So that is actually a big deal, and it shows that they're going to have a really great friendship. You have a lot of things in common. That opens up the door for that. But moving on, yes, what else stood out to me? He knows not to get distracted, and that he is that is why he is so good. Blah blah blah. He wants to win. He's a team player. Yeah, one thing about Wemby that I think is a misconception. So a lot of people that are on the outside looking in, obviously not us being Spurs fans, we know everything, right? But a lot of people on the outside looking in, one thing that they bring up all the time is like, oh my goodness, he is just gonna devour the league. He's gonna cross people over, kill. And it's like, yeah, he is, if the team needs him to do that. But that's not necessarily his mindset. If you watched him in the playoffs, in the French playoffs, he was, many people would call him passive. I won't go that far, but he was more of a facilitator. Like, he knew that he had a certain level of gravity, and there was a lot of players. I mean, a lot of players trying to double team him and take him completely out of the game. But he didn't just say, okay, screw it, I'm going Kobe mode. Like, let's go Black Mamba mode. No, he went straight on like San Antonio Spurs. No, I'm going to pass out of this. I'm going to facilitate for my teammates. I'm going to find the open guy. Like, that's what makes him special. And with the NBA rules, and if he can, get going, he's just a monster. But his first mindset is win first, and he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what type of stats that he gets. So I really do like that about him, and that's absolutely correct. But he also goes on to say getting the #1 pick definitely speeds things up, obviously. And I don't think anybody should even question the fact that because his language here is that, oh yeah, I'm here for the long haul. I don't think we really have to worry about Sohan leaving at all, honestly. I think he's going to be a Spur for life, but that's just me, just the impressions I get. We are going to work hard to play as a team, and I think we are going to be pretty doggone good. And this is the second thing that he said about Wemby. So how is your fit with Wembanyama in the front court? Why is my alarm going off? Anyways, I think it's going to be scary. Blah, 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 blah. No, let's read the whole thing. I think it's going to be scary. Defensively, it's going to be hard to score against us. Exactly. We are long. We're pesky. Offensively, I'm going to be able to find him. And I think the beautiful thing about it is whoever gets the board, just push it. There is no need to pause after getting the defensive board. The way we want to play is whoever gets it, you run. You dribble the ball up. Is going to make everything so much easier. It's going to make it flow more. I think the potential on both sides is endless. So I've already brought up the fact that when it comes to Wemby, one thing that I think is a flaw of his is rebounding. Even though he can get rebounds, he doesn't necessarily secure rebounds super well. And I think that's due to a little bit of lack of strength and everything. He just does not secure them well. So that's something he's going to have to work on. But the second thing that he would have to work on is pushing the pace, because in the during the playoffs, one thing that I noticed in the French league was that he was not pushing the pace whatsoever. I think they just play a little bit different and everything, but that's something that I've noticed. And with the Spurs, so don't think Sohan is just saying this just to say it. The Spurs, I believe, are the fastest paced team. Let's see. We're gonna research real quick. Pace, NBA pace last year, fastest. I don't know how we. Let's see. NBA fastest pace this season. Okay, here we go. The San Antonio Spurs had the fastest pace by a team in 2023, and that was right in front of the Warriors and the Lakers, and they were a quick team. So that's something to keep in mind. He's not just making this up. The fact that he brought that, the reason he brought that up is because that's how we're going to play, and that's the type of team we are. So really good stuff, though. I do agree with him that we're going to be pretty scary. I mean, how do you score on this team? I mean, conceptually, I don't see how you score on this team. Hold on. What? Can't hear you, muted? No, I'm not muted. That must have been earlier. When we finna get the fundamentals basketball or fundamentals book from Duncan on Christmas? Facts. On D, it's gonna be a problem from the get-go. I completely agree. I think our trainers will have him up to speed though, along with the team in practice and scrimmages in general. I remember Lonnie saying Pop gave him books he didn't read them either. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Just, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to continue this. No, we can hear you good. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Restart. I ain't restart. I am not restarting any of that. All right, we're gonna continue this. Let's see. All right, I actually did not get to this in my first read. Like, I was just glancing over. Okay, what was your role in the most recent colorful haircut? Okay, and they showed the clip here.
Hey, hold on, Vic. Come here real quick. You gotta say. Who's that? Oh.
Why did they beep? Ugh, they bleeped it out. Who posted it? The
Hey,
NBA
hold on,
posted it.
Vic.
That's why they
Come
bleeped it out. Yeah, good stuff though. As you can see, Wemby dyed his hair. All right, so let's see. So what was your role? Well, obviously he had a role in it, right? Let's see. I had zero influence. I didn't tell him to do it. There was no bet. He just one day asked me for my contact for who does my hair. I was like, okay, I'll send it to you. A few days later, he had the hair. I think it's cool. It shows he is open to stuff and trying new stuff. It was cool to see that. Maybe we'll see. Maybe another player on the team will do it. Imagine the whole team did. Oh, that would be so saucy. Oh my goodness, if the whole team did it. I had no idea he wasn't influenced. Okay, obviously he was influenced, but it was indirectly. I thought it was pretty direct. I thought it was like a bet or something like that. So this actually shows that this is permanent. So we know for a fact that this is permanent. He's just gonna do this. This is just his thing now. That's like really cool. I wonder if it's like some type of leadership from Wemby almost, or camaraderie with Wemby and Sohan. Only because I don't know actually. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about this. I was gonna say that maybe Wemby did it so he can have a closer connection to the guy that he knows he's gonna spend probably his whole career with. But no, I think I'm thinking too much. Maybe he just genuinely just wanted to do it. I don't know. You know, I'll tell you this about Wemby. This is what I really like, and we like this about Sohan. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. And the crazy thing about that is Wemby, not to say he has the most to lose or anything, but he definitely has the most popularity. He has an image to uphold. The fact that he came to the San Antonio Spurs and immediately was like, yeah, I'm just going to change my look. Who cares? Like, I don't know. That's pretty huge, right? That's a pretty big deal, right? I don't know. If the whole team did it, that's high school football. I mean, let's be real. The whole team isn't going to. Devin's not going to do it. Keldon might do it. Keldon would have to be bet to do. Like he would have to be bet on to do it. I don't know. Do you guys remember? I don't know if I can even. This is kind of random. Let's see if I can find it. I'm so sorry if I can't find it. Now I'm just wasting your time. But do you guys remember when Keldon and Sohan were like fighting, like play fighting? Come on, man. Every time I try to look something up on YouTube and it's just my video. I don't want to be this condescending. I mean, not condescending, this cocky, arrogant. Okay, screw it. We'll just watch my video. Let's see. All right, so this clan, hush. All right, let's zoom through. All right, let's see here. Yeah, the reason why I brought this up is because while I do know Keldon and Sohan are really close, I'm pretty sure that like didn't this bother Keldon just a little bit? Like he was like, all right, like Sohan plays way more than Keldon. This is just a random thought, but let's see.
Night. Oh. Bro, you stupid as hell, bro. Yo. Why did bro get slapped like that? And why is still not on the TV?
That's not it.
Broke it.
I don't even know what you did.
Let me skip through. I think this is it. That's just Keldon breaking the TV.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm knocking anyone out in this live because I got these hands for real.
Show on 3 more. Combo real quick. Hold on, let's see it.
Oh, no count. No count.
KJ, how did you fuck up the TV in a matter of 2 seconds?
See what I'm saying? He broke it. But you know what's funny? Hold on. His
What's
shirt,
funny, Clan?
dude. Shut up. Will not. But that's Keldon. That's Jeremy.
Shut up, Clan. Fight number 3. Yo.
Oh yeah, this is Keldon Johnson. And what the heck is that shirt? Is that the Hulk, Spider-Man? I don't know if that's Marvel or not, but that's Keldon. That's Jeremy Sohan.
Show him the combo one more time. Oh.
Mess that up. God, that was loud. Am I misremembering? I remember Keldon being like, all right,
This is
that's
fight
enough.
number 3. Yo. Alright, we out of here.
Okay, yeah, it was Keldon. I don't know why that was a random thought of mine. I don't know. It's cool to share these guys, like share these moments. Like I tell you guys all the time, like the reason why I do, well, one of the reasons I do so many videos, and it's really so I can archive them because I can't keep up with all of these. So it's cool to go ahead and just do a video on it, talk about it. Most of the time I find these like funny or entertaining. And it's kind of cool that we can just go back. Like it's a whole archive of this. In any Spurs moment, I could just look it up. And in one of our videos will pop up. It's pretty cool. Yeah, see, sorry, let me read some of these comments. Channeling their inner Rodman to be a terror front court. Yeah. Did you see a video of him shopping down by the art area of town the other day? Oh yeah, I just did a video on that. Was it this last video? It was either this last video I uploaded or the video before. I think I uploaded last night. Pop ain't gonna let them rough up Wemby, though. Gotta protect the franchise. Do you see Pop? Pop ain't in here. Pop ain't in here. Pop ain't with the team all the time. Do you guys remember when they were on the... Oh, gosh. Should I bring this up too? Do you guys remember when they were on the plane? And Pop was on the plane too. But he was like in the back. Is this it?
Somebody said you look like the most liked egg on Instagram.
I literally remember taking this entire live stream, downloading it, and cutting it up just to the parts that I found was funny. But anyways, this whole thing, the San Antonio Spurs players were just playing around on the plane and everything, and Pop was nowhere near them. Like Pop was all the way in the back of the plane, and they ended up bringing up, like, somebody in the chat was like, "Hey, go put Pop on it," and like Rudy Gay was like, "No, I'm not getting anywhere near Pop." I just thought it was funny. But yeah, it also shows how they view Pop. Like they kind of view him as like a obviously an elder figure, but like a granddad or something.
Wrong with you, man?
Oh. I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. That got way off topic. I'm sorry. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice stuff. Imagine in one of these candid videos, you see a Spurs player wearing one of your shirts. It probably is gonna happen. It eventually happened, dude. I'm not trying to look. I'm just gonna be real, okay? This is where my confidence comes in a little bit. It's gonna get to a point that the Spurs aren't gonna be able to ignore like what we got going over here, right? Like they won't be able to ignore what we got going over here. Like I truly do believe, and it's not just me, it's the fact that like you guys interact so well with everything. I don't think that there's another like Spurs media that's better than what we got going. I just don't. And that comes from years of me like not doing this and just trying to find different like Spurs channels and Spurs podcasts and stuff like that. I don't think any of them is touching what we do over here. Like at all. Like the way that we interact is so much better than a lot of the other ones because we can just chill and we can talk about literally anything. It's much more fun. It feels more like a obviously we're not this, but it feels like a family, right? Like it's more family driven almost. Like we're all pretty cool. It's a few people that's not chill, but everyone's pretty chill usually when we go live and stuff. Especially during games when we have more people in here than freaking, I don't know, like 20 people in here right now. But yeah, no, family. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean though? I just don't think that there's another, there's any other Spurs media that's touching this, like at all. Like, we actually have fun. And like I said, that comes from me trying to find a place to actually watch and enjoy. And it's just none out there, really. It's not many. I love my boy DC Tree. Like, I'm not trying to talk bad about like DC Tree or anything. Like, I love DC Tree. But I'm just saying, like, for the most part, the media, I mean, and I think he would even admit to this, like, there's not many. And the ones that are out there, it's just not that wonderful. And not, at least not really consistent. Even the podcast, they're not like stupid consistent. But I just don't think the Spurs are going to be able to like ignore it. It'll be something. It'll be something where we it'll be something. All right. So enough of that. Enough of hyping my own self up. Let's go to this next question. All right, let's see what this says. What is something you learned in your first year playing for Greg Popovich? Let's see. He says, I think it's just how cool he is. He's a regular dude who loves basketball and loves to be around people and loves to shed his light on life and the game. A lot of people think he is Oh my God. Thank God he said this. Oh my goodness, dude. Thank God he said this. Oh my God. Yes. All right. A lot of people think he is grumpy and mean. He doesn't like people. But when you're around him, it doesn't seem like that. He's a connector. He's a legend. He just got into the Hall of Fame. He has the most wins and 5 championships. Well, that has nothing to do with what you just said. But I think it's a blessing to be around someone like that and learn from him. Yes, dude. Gosh, there's so many people, like, especially if you're non-Spurs fans, so many people think that Popovich is just like this grumpy jerk, and that's not necessarily true. Like, they only see the media clips, and yeah, Popovich really hates talking to the media, right? Like, I get that. I mean, a lot of players hate talking to the media, right? So I understand that, but gosh, people just automatically assume like he's like the worst person ever, and I guess I get it a little bit. Like the fact that he'll yell at players and pretty much humiliate them, especially the ones that can take it. Just like Danny Green said the other night or the other day or whatever. He's like, yeah, well, I can take it. So that's why Popovich used to yell at me all the time. But man, oh man, he's shown way more instances of being like a decent human. I don't know why everyone thinks he's like this, like the worst person alive. Like, he's confident in what he says. He has a really great sense of self. I mean, you should, especially at that age. He has great self-concept, great self-esteem. But man, his awareness of the world and his awareness of his players and himself is just so great, man. It's so refreshing. He's so introspective. And I don't know. I mean, what he does, I think it's an art. And a lot of great artists are like that. They're a little bit more open and understanding. And everything like that. And he's a phenomenal leader. I don't know. We'll never. Here's the thing. This is a fact. We don't need Popovich to win multiple championships, right? Like in the future, when Popovich decides to retire and we get another coach, it doesn't mean it's the end, right? But at the same time, we won't see a Popovich again. The league won't see a Popovich again. I mean, Jeremy Sohan bringing this up, but let's see. Most wins coach NBA. I don't know. That's a terrible way of phrasing that. Let's see if we can find it. Hold on. Coaches with most wins NBA. Here we go. We'll never see this again. Here we go. If it comes up, are we gonna load, or are we just gonna chill here? What are we about to do? Here we go. I don't know what that was. Yeah, so as you can see, Popovich being number 1, Don Nelson being 2, Wilkins being 3. I don't think anyone will get as many wins as Popovich again. And I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime. And the only reason why I say that is because the NBA has changed so much. It has changed so much. I mean, a lot of guys don't just stick with teams. And that's what it would really take at this point. Like, for you to get to Popovich level, you're going to have to stick with one team. And you're going to have to be stupid successful. I mean, Pop has basically been successful since stepping into the head coaching job. Basically, right? Like basically he's been successful all the way through. I mean, on a few occasions, not really, but yeah, he's been successful. So it would take all of that and you'll have to stick with the same team. And that's just not the case with NBA players. I mean, they come and go all the time. I mean, look at Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers got a bunch. I don't think that he'll get to Popovich. But Doc Rivers, I mean, he is all over the place sometimes, right? Who else? Where's Carlisle? I know Carlisle's up here. He is. Carlisle's 894. I mean, he's had immense success as a coach. Spoelstra's 704. And I would argue that Spoelstra is the second best coach in the NBA next to Pop, right? I just don't think you'll get to this level. Like, we'll never see this again. 22 straight years of making playoffs. Nobody ever getting anywhere near Pop and wins. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. And Pop is still, and that's the thing, he's not done. He's still going. He's still going. He's still going for 5 more years. He's going to add on to his wins. He's still going for 5 more years. Basically unheard in any sport. That is true. That is true. But I'm just saying, like this, like the Don Nelsons of the world, you know, that's just not going to happen. The Pat Riley, that is not going to happen anymore. Pop is one of the last of his kind. It's so, I don't know. It's one of those things, you know, people say this about, they said this about Kobe. They saying the same thing about LeBron now. It's one of those things where you don't necessarily know how special this is until it's gone. Shoot, we could say it with Duncan, right? Like, we took Duncan for granted. I mean, let's just be honest. Maybe it was just me. Maybe it was I. But man, having Duncan, it was like, man, this is so incredible. When he retired, my thought was, we still got it. We the Spurs. We win all the time, right? It doesn't matter. Like, our whole history of being San Antonio Spurs fans was winning, right? No matter what age you're at, too, by the way. Not like your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. The Spurs always won. Like they always won. Maybe not championships, you know, pre-99, but they always won. They were always a winning franchise. You were used to W's every single year. But man, I took Duncan for granted because once he left, I was like, oh man, we got LA, we got Kawhi. You know, I wasn't as high on Dejounte Murray as other people, but it was like, okay, Dejounte Murray's on the rise. We still got Manu for a few more years. Like, I'm good. We're good. But yeah, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. Getting mid to late first round picks continuously and then losing your stars. Yeah, it actually turns out that you can't win like that. Yeah, we did. Yeah, and we assumed that Popovich could coach anybody. I remember that like you guys remember that? Where we used to say that? We used to say that like in 2012, 2013. We were like, it doesn't matter who's on this team. Popovich will win with them. He could have a bunch of role players and he is going to make the playoffs. God, that was a dumb sentiment that a lot of us had. God, that was dumb. That is not true at all. That is not, it's not possible. That is not possible. I mean, shoot, we barely made playoffs with stars, with Rosen in LA. Like, it's tough. But my point is, we'll just never see this again. Like, Popovich is the GOAT, and I think that we really need to embrace these next 5 years. Yeah, I think we should really not take it for granted. That's all I'm saying. Just not take it for granted. But yeah, I don't know. Good stuff, great stuff. Especially from Sohan, man. He's always speaking them facts, isn't he? He always speaking them facts. Dejounte couldn't? What? Pop is ex-military. People forget. That's true. Where's Steve Kerr at? That's a good question. Where is Kerr? I mean, keep in mind his dynasty hasn't been there that long. What if I say oh my God, by Steve Kerr. $72. What are we talking about? Oh my goodness. As a coach. $467. Yeah, he's nowhere near. I mean, that's just, it's not even close. It's not even close. I mean, it's not even close. All these are locked. I guess you got to pay for those. Yeah, not even close, man. He'll never get there. I mean, but maybe if he, you know, after Pop retires, Steve Kerr comes in at our spot, maybe, possibly, but I don't know. I don't think so. Kerr didn't build his team. Mark Jackson did. Well, let me say this, okay? Let me say this. This is going to be controversial. I don't think Mark Jackson would have been able to win a championship. I know that's crazy. I know that's wild. I just don't think that that's the case. The team didn't really like him that much. Also, from what I heard, he was very, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but he was very like he pushed religion quite often. And when you're on a team that's full of like different cultures and different backgrounds and different ways of viewing the world, that's not good. That's not a great thing to do. So yeah, he's pretty, I don't know, he's pretty unlikable. I think they could have at least won. Well, I guess, I suppose, you know, players, if you're talented enough, you know, you probably could get one out, maybe. I just don't. I think Steve Kerr doesn't get a lot of credit because of that. But I mean, he created a dynasty, right? He helped create a dynasty. And think about like some of the things that he endured as the coach, like trying to deal with all these different egos. Well, mostly Draymond, right? But dealing with Draymond Green, I don't know if Mark Jackson would have been able to deal with all that when Draymond Green got really crazy. Mark Jackson ego would have consistently gotten in the way. Yeah, he has a huge ego too. Yeah, I don't know. People really praise Mark Jackson, and a lot of people say, well, why couldn't he get a job? And it's like, well, dude, he pushes his own like beliefs on people all the time. I mean, and that turned people off on the team. That's not good. Also, I mean, he's pretty, I'll be honest with you, that whole thing that he said about LeBron James' wife was really gross. I know that's like one thing, but I don't know. If he's willing to say that on national television, I'm pretty sure he's willing to rub his players the wrong way as well. Like, that was so unprofessional. He says something like, in all due respect, I'll hit that. It was something like that. It was something crazy. Mark Jackson got 1.2 what? Oh, talking about Phil Jackson. I was like, what you talking about? Yeah, no, that was crazy. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I can't play it because I think it'll probably be copyrighted. But it was like, yeah, all due respect. Let me see if I can find at least a quote. It was like, all due respect would, something like that. I don't know. Let's see, Mark Jackson. It was pretty bad. Yeah, this is it. I can't play it because of the copyright, but yeah, he basically said he would hit Savannah James out of the park. With all due respect, origin story. So bad. Yeah, here it is. I'm shocked you downplayed Savannah. LeBron said she was all city, and I would hit her out the park, no question. With all due respect, what? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? What did I join the live stream to? We were just talking about how Mark Jackson wouldn't have created a dynasty with the Warriors. Like Kerr did. Kerr doesn't get enough credit, I think. Terrible. Guys, that's so terrible. But yeah. Anyways. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see. All right, guys. All right, chat. You ready for this? Here we go. What are some of the biggest ways you've improved this offseason? Asking Jeremy Sohan. If his answer, I have not read this yet. If his answer is anything other than 3-point shooting, I'm turning off my computer and we're ending the stream. All right, let's see. I think my role might change a little bit. I might be more of a leader. Nope. That's it. All right, guys, that's it. I'll get with you guys later. Thanks for the stream. Until next time, goodbye. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. I'll be playing with the ball a bit more and be that playmaker. You already a good playmaker. I wonder if they're gonna go ahead and say screw it, you go at point guard. But let me read through. I'm going to stay aggressive and be ready for more minutes and be ready to get beaten up a little bit. What? Okay. That was one thing that was really important for me. Getting beaten up? I only played 56 games last season. The goal is to play 82. Oh, really? He only played 56 games last season? Okay. So I'm in the gym lifting and getting my body right. He did have some injuries last. It is so hard to remember because it was just like I wanted us to lose, so I didn't really care. Gosh, do you guys remember? Okay, sorry, I'm getting off topic. We'll get to that in a minute. It's going to be fun, and I'm excited. The energy in San Antonio right now is really high. Dude, he didn't even address 3-point shooting. They said, how have you improved? What's the biggest ways you have improved this offseason? He was like, just doing what I do best, I guess. I don't know. I mean, we know he's a good leader. Like, he's a great communicator on the court and off the court as well. And we've already seen that with even Wemby coming over and dyeing his hair immediately, even though he said Sohan had nothing to do with it. Or, yeah, whatever. Sohan said he had nothing to do with it. We all know that he influenced it, at least indirectly. And we just know that him being a playmaker is going to be huge. Him moving to the point guard position is probably going to happen pretty often. We already saw it a little bit last season. It'll be nice to see him and Sissoko go to that that point guard position a little bit. Blake Wesley, he's one that makes me a little nervous. I don't know. He has glimpses of being a really great facilitator as a point, but I don't know. You know, the more I thought about it too, with the Spurs being the fastest paced team last season, I think that, you know, I was kind of hard on Blake Wesley like the other day, several days ago. I actually, the more I think about it, the more I realize, you know, maybe he does fit with this team pretty well because of the pace, right? I don't know if that will be in the form of being a shooting guard or a point guard. I have no idea. I'm not super comfortable with him taking on like the Trey Jones role or whatnot. But he actually does fit with his speed and everything. So maybe we'll find a way to implement him a little bit better this upcoming season. But yeah, really shocked he didn't bring up the 3-point shooting here. Him playing 56 games, that's crazy because I didn't care who was playing or not. Like, I was actually happy at times when guys would sit out. I went to the Atlanta Hawks game. I actually went to that one in person. And I wanted to see Sohan play, and he played. But when guys were typically out, I was happy. Like, I was like, cool. It wasn't in a crazy time. I mean, it's such a huge I told you so. It was a crazy time during the season where we were constantly arguing, and I was constantly arguing with Spurs fans saying that the Spurs shouldn't tank. Blew my mind how many idiotic takes there were of people coming out saying, well, it doesn't guarantee you a #1 pick. Well, you know what? Making the playoffs with a team that's kind of not that good or not good enough, it guarantees you not to get a spot. Like, you're guaranteed not to get the first overall pick. Like, I don't know why people thought this way. I have no idea, especially with Wemby coming up. Like, this wasn't a time to play around with this. I thought the Spurs should have lost more. I was angry with the last win of the season. And Spurs fans like, man, wasn't that great the way we ended off strong? No, it wasn't. It wasn't fun, actually. I actually don't like winning when we could get a franchise play. Yeah, actually. God, that was so frustrating. There were so many people like, man, I really enjoyed that last game. Whew, that was great. And then we lost because since we were tied with the Rockets, we ended up losing the coin flip. And it was like, oh, great. Just lessen our chances even more. But hey, I would have been really, guys, I'll be honest. I would have been really pissed off if we didn't get Wemby. I would still be fussing about it. But I digress. Yeah, I'm actually shocked he only played 56 though. I thought it was more. I thought it was at least 60 something. So, good stuff though. So basically, what has he improved? He's just gonna be better at what he already does. That's fine. Whatever. I was hoping he'll say like catch and shoot threes or pull up threes, which he'd probably never be like a pull up 3-point shooter. But yeah, hopefully this 3-point shooting. That's probably that probably can go unsaid. We know that he's been working on that. Good stuff though. Good stuff. You see, I just love how Sohan's already such a fan favorite after one season. Such a likable guy. Dude, he was a fan favorite before the season started. The 2022-23 season. He was a fan favorite before that even started. I'm for point Sohan, although I don't think Spurs do it. Yeah, I don't think that. I think they're going to be on and off with it. Maybe kind of like point guard by committee type deal. I called it. Point guard Sohan incoming. We'll see. We'll see. But thus far, everything that Sohan has said, I guarantee you he's not spewing anything that hasn't already been spoken to him about, right? Him being a playmaker, being a leader. It was another part of this article where he brought up how, what was it? How they're going to push the pace. Like that's one thing. Yeah, they're going to push the pace. So yeah. Those are things that were said to him. He's not just making this up. Good stuff though. Nice. I ain't mad at that. I am not mad at that. Let's see what else we got here. All right, guys. All right, chat. Next segment here. Let's see. What else are you up to during this off season this summer? Okay, let's see. I'm currently over the pond. What? I'm in Poland. Is that a saying? I'm over the pond? Overseas? Is that? I didn't know. He's more worldly than me. I don't know this. It feels good to be back. I haven't been back for a long time. I think it's been 3 years. 3 years? Oh, he didn't go back during college? I thought he went back during college for a short period of time. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. I get to see family and friends. It's been a very long time since I've seen a lot of them. Every country has a different type of energy and vibe to it, and I missed it. Of course, the food. I love... What is this? We're gonna copy this, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. They're like, oh, he brought it up. They're like dumplings with mixes of meat or sweet, like blueberries with yogurt and sugar on. What? Oh, okay. There's two different. All right, we're looking this up. Really, is this called porgies? Pierogies? I'm looking this up. I'm way too curious. What the heck is this? All right, let's see here. We're copy and pasting, boys. Oh, they're literally just dumplings. Okay. Well, it looks tasty, right? I think. Oh, I can get these at Walmart. I can literally get these at Walmart. Hold on, I want to look up sweet pierogies. Okay, now these look actually delicious. Almost cursed. This looks so delicious. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. I need this. I need this in my life. I'm on a diet. I'm doing low carb right now, but like as soon as I'm off, I'm getting on these pierogies. I don't want to be disrespectful. Hold on. How do we pronounce this? Google. Hey, Google. Google, help me. Google. Google.
Pierogies.
Oh, I said it right? I said it right the whole time. Pond means an ocean? Okay. Overseas is a term that people use for the Brits. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's just continue this. What are some of the ways you have seen basketball grow in Poland? Okay, that's a good question. I'm here in the NBA and Basketball Without Borders, and there is a lot of excitement. It's always important when you have someone in the NBA to lead the way or show people an example of making it. We've had a few people in the NBA stick around, but I think times have changed and the game has changed. There is little more entertainment involved with basketball. There is a little more entertainment. That makes a huge difference. Oh my gosh. Okay, good stuff. Actually, good stuff. And there's a Sohan right there. Really good stuff. Let's see. Oh, here we go. What is your experience with Basketball Without Borders? Okay. I got invited to the NBA Global Games, which was in Atlanta when I went. I got invited to Basketball Without Borders Global, but COVID happened. It's a great opportunity to learn from NBA coaches, players, and staff. They pick all the best talent. There are scouts, and you are playing against the best players. An experience that you can't get anywhere else, and you can learn so much. I think it's part of their NBA journey. Good stuff. All right, this leads into the next one. So what advice would you give to the kids at these camps? All right, I want to know. I've talked to them a bunch. Sometimes they ask about confidence. I tell them we're all human. That actually, God, that extends so far further out than just basketball. That's yeah, pretty cool. You're not going to always be on the high. You're going to be on the low. You will be tired and sad and mad about a game or life. Remember your end goal and what you want to do with life. Just work hard. On the court, it's not all about scoring. People get lost in the idea that they need to average a crazy amount of points to make it to the league or be someone. But I'll tell them that I only averaged 9 points and 6 rebounds per game. I wasn't drafted because of my scoring. Of course, it was my potential on both sides of the court, but also because I work hard and be that hustle player and that connector and do different things. It's important to remember it's not about scoring. That's absolutely true. Guys, I'm very, let me go ahead and say this. I'm very happy the fact that when this is the first time I ever, in 2022 was the first time I actually paid attention to the draft. Like, there were players that I would know of, like the top players coming into each draft and stuff like that. But for the most part, I was not keeping up that hard when it comes to the Spurs. Like, I just didn't, because for so long I've been spoiled. Like, we haven't really had to worry about draft picks. I mean, really? Like, we got the big three. Like, anybody that comes in, they're going to fit in perfectly and they'll be what we need them to be, right? I didn't know about Kyle Anderson until after the fact. I didn't know about Dejounte Murray until after the fact. I didn't know about Dwayne Blair until after the fact. I just didn't. I didn't keep up. I didn't care. I was like, we draft whoever we draft. I trust RC in the front office, and I'll just roll with whoever we got, right? Because we were winning all the time. Who cares? But now, you know, I think a little bit more about basketball. I actually watch college games way more often than I used to. I'll be real with you guys. And I have to say, it is so cool the fact that Sohan was the guy that I wanted. Like, he was literally the person that I wanted, or the first person that I posted about, where I was like, okay, this is the top guy I want. Then it kind of turned into Tari Eason closer to the draft. I was like, Tari Eason looks so good as well. But I think I got kind of wrapped in the whole idea of, oh, he's similar to Kawhi. But everybody that comes to the draft is similar to Kawhi. Everyone says that. But I did want Sohan initially, and I think that that's just so cool that the first time I paid attention, I noticed his game, and I'm like, this dude is so good. I mean, even though he was a six-man at Baylor, he was so good. And I liked the idea that he could end up being anything, because he had to play back to the basket. He had to play basically face-to-face. Like, he's had to do so many different things on the basketball court, depending on what team he's playing for, whether it be overseas or in the States. And you just see it. He just oozes charisma. He oozes confidence. And yeah, you just know. So pretty cool. We're so lucky to have Sohan. We really are, bro. We really are. I mean, this might be an overstatement. Okay, maybe, but I think that we have the most interesting character in the NBA. Is that too much to say? I truly do believe that this, and that's crazy, right? The San Antonio Spurs has the most interesting player interesting personality in the NBA. And I think the NBA even noticed it. That's why they had him literally be like an interviewer during draft night. I think the NBA knows it too. That is so interesting to me. So we end up getting the most interesting personality on the team. And then we end up getting the most interesting prospect since LeBron James on the team. What? Our young team is refreshing. We've come a long way from the boring label. Man, the Spurs, that boring, like, I never understood that. As long as I've been a Spurs fan, I never understood it. My brother would even tell me that. He was a Lakers fan back in the day. He would tell me that. He was like, the Spurs are boring. Those old men walk. I never thought, even like back when we had like Antonio McDyess, I used to love watching him play for us. I was like, oh, he's so good. I never thought the Spurs were a boring team. I don't know where that came from, other than like personalities, I guess. Like, we're a well-oiled machine, but watching them play is just beautiful. It's always been beautiful. It's always been beautiful basketball. How do you not enjoy that? We look like the Harlem Globetrotters sometimes when we go against teams. It looks scripted. It looks like choreography. Doesn't it though? The way we used to break down teams, it's like, oh my goodness. I mean, maybe you can say the 03 Spurs were boring, maybe, because it was just Duncan and that's it. It was just Duncan dominating the league for a whole year. I guess that's kind of boring, but like, for the most part, post 03, I mean, the Spurs have been a very fun team to watch. I don't know where that label came from. It's very strange. I don't know. Personality-wise, sure. Play style, I never thought they were boring. But yeah, got a little off topic there. But just overall, all I'm saying is I love Sohan, and we are super lucky, dude. We are super lucky. Super lucky. Let's see. Give me a second. All right, guys. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so this question from Jeremy Sohan doesn't seem the most interesting, but let's see. Ooh. Oh, this next question. Okay, I want to read that. All right, let's get through this one, and then we'll get to the one I really want to get to. What can you tell us about the new training facility opening in San Antonio? We've seen more than enough. Oh, thank you. Oh, Fatboy just donated. Thank you. He said, what's up, clan? Spurs were never boring to me. Team ball is always amazing to watch to me. It's Fatboy, by the way. I see the name. Fat, you don't have to say, hey, this is Fat. I see it. It's in the name. It's right there. It says Fatboy. Thank you, though. Fatboy, by the way, back in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's see. Oh. Okay, guys, I have not seen the outside of this. I have seen the inside. Let's see. Let's give it a X. That's so stupid. All right, let's see. San Antonio Spurs are finishing a new $500 million campus. It looks like it's more expensive than that, but that's cool. Let's see. 22-acre park, public plaza, retail space. So this is going to be open to the public, right? Like, will people be able to just chill around there, or is it going to be mostly just the Spurs that can do it? I don't know. Anyways, all right, let's see what here. Wait, what did it say? Phase 1 will be done when their #1 pick arrives for training camp in October. What is phase 1? Just this part? This part will be done? I already saw the inside of this and it looks pretty neat. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can find it for you guys real quick. Spurs facility, because this is back in June. That was back in June. There's another one. Oh, snap. I didn't see this. Tony Parker gives a little peek inside the new practice facility, huh? Okay. Nope, no music. Let's see. Wait, does he say something? Nah, he's not saying anything. Why he got that on like he's doing something? He ain't doing anything. Let's see. That is really pretty lighting, by the way. Look like an NBA 2K court. RC. RC is so creepy. I don't care what anyone says. He is so creepy. He looks so creepy. You know, someone actually like tried to call me out on this. Like someone in the comments a while ago, like, cause I made a video and we talked about RC and I was like, yeah, RC looks scary. And someone in the comments was like, wow, Clan, complimenting on his lips because he's white. And it's like, what? What? No, I just think he looks creepy. I just think RC looks creepy. All right, let's see. Is there any more on this? That's it. All right, so that's Parker, but that wasn't the one I want to show you guys. There was actually, I could have sworn there was something else. Is this it? Oh my God. Stupid music. Is this it? Oh my God, the music is still going. Okay. Dude, I could have sworn I saw. Did the Spurs post it? Okay, there's more. I swear there's more. Is this a full video?
It's really exciting because
Manu Ginobili posted this. Skip through. Oh, this is a full video. I swear there's more. I swear there's more than this. One more try. Maybe I dreamt it. Did the Spurs post it? Spurs did post it themselves. Okay. I thought this was cool. Can't believe we went through all that just so I could show you this. But yes, I think this is cool. I think it looks neat. Get mad at me all you want. I just think it looks neat. All right, moving on. What did he actually say about it? It's big time. Okay. I haven't been yet. Well, how you know it's big time if you haven't been yet? But after practice, I was getting treatment. Coach Pop told me he went and that it was a crazy experience. He said it was beautiful. He said it's not only basketball, but it looks artsy, which fits our team theme, right? Popovich very artsy, Wemby's very artsy, and Sohan is very artsy. I think it's going to bring us more together. A bunch of people have said there's a bunch of places where we can chill and talk to each other and play video games. He cares about the video games. There are lounges and there are a lot of opportunities to grow. I'm super excited and I think it's going to be beautiful. Yes, it is. It's going to be bonita. I don't know. I don't know Spanish, guys. All right. This is what I actually want to talk about. All right. Listen, you can get cheeky on the court. Who in the NBA can keep up with you? Okay, I have not read this. I promise I'm not looking at the article below. I'm not. Okay. Who can keep up with you? Let me try to I'm gonna try to think before I read it. There's no one that can keep up with him. Now, when they say cheeky, you can get cheeky. There's only one player that I can think of that mentioned Sohan getting cheeky. And I feel like he's the only one that said it, and that was Steven Adams. They also have a picture of Steven Adams on here. Is this Steven Adams? Because Steven Adams didn't actually get mad at him. He was like, man, you dirty, man. But he was like playing around. He was like joking around about it. I think it's Steve. I swear, I promise. I know it looks like I read it. I did not. I swear I did not. I promise I did not. I was literally just staring at it and like thinking about it. I swear I did not look down. Okay, sorry. He's just not phased. He has fun with it. It's like a healthy trash talk, which is cool to have on the court as long as it's competitive. I love it when people talk trash. It's fun to have it like that. It would be boring if no one was talking trash. I understand what he's saying. I think, yeah, obviously he enjoys talking trash and he has fun with that. But he also has fun with like intimidating people. Like he wants to get under your skin for sure. And I don't think he really cares whether or not you talk trash back. I think this is BS. I love when people talk trash. I don't think he cares if you talk back or not. He just wants to get under your skin. Like, I don't think he really cares. Good stuff though. That's I don't have anything to add on to this. I'm actually a little shocked that it did say Steven Adams, but I don't know. He's the only one I can think of that used the word cheeky. So, I mean, I would think that he would come to mind. So, I don't know. There's some insider ones on Reddit of the NBA or the Spurs facility. Spurs practice facility Reddit. Let's see. This is June. I don't know, Chief. We're in June, July. Talking all the way back in June, you think? No, that's them. Man, they came a long way. Gosh, what money can do. Oh my goodness. That is not that long ago. And this is how it looked. Oh my goodness, that is impressive. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Good stuff though. All right. Oh, the last question is, do you think we'll continue to shoot one-handed free throws next year? And he says, I'm still shooting one-handed. It works for me. I'm open, but as of now, it's still one-handed. Hello, finally in the lab. Well, live. I won't be here too much longer. I'll be real with you. All right, let's see. Let's see here. I try to catch all the news, and I'm trying to see what the heck. Five Spurs trades that were the most painful for fans? Huh. Well, Kawhi has to be on there, right? Kawhi. Obviously, yeah, Derek. I wasn't personally hurt by the Dejounte trade, but Dejounte. Love the channel, man. Thanks, Matthew. Matthew Garcia. Thank you, man. Oh, here. Oh, we're going way back. We're going way back. So they got number 5, Sean Elliott for Dennis Rodman. I'm assuming number 1 is going to be the most painful. Okay. Sean Elliott for Dennis Rodman. 93. Was it worth it? I called it a wash. While Rodman only spent 2 seasons with the Spurs, his defense and grit almost helped them reach their first finals in 1995 before they were upset by Hakeem Olajuwon and the Houston Rockets. However, his childish attitude was too much and he was shipped to Chicago. That is true. That's why I don't like the comparisons between Dennis Rodman and Sohan. Do they have the same number? Yes. Do they both play crazy defense? Yes. Do they both have a lot of piercings? Yes. Do they both have a lot of tattoos? Yes. That's as far as it goes, though. I think offensively, they're nothing alike, like at all. And then personality-wise, they're nothing alike at all. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Anyways, let's see. Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green for DeMar DeRozan and Jakob. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez, guys. Looking back, you know, I know back then the San Antonio Spurs couldn't make anything else happen. That was literally it. And thank God for Brian Wright coming into the mix, because initially what they were going to do is get rid of Kawhi Leonard for DeMar DeRozan straight up, and that was it. thank God he went ahead and added Jakob into the mix, because that ended up being huge for us, right? I believe that's why we even have the what's their name? I'm sorry, the Raptors pick in 2024, and they more than likely will probably get a 7th or 8th overall pick, which will go to us since 1 through 6 is protected. But man, thank God he made that deal, because that would have been rough without that. Good stuff though, and we did good by, or we were good by DeMar DeRozan, so he was willing to sign and trade. So Spurs got some good stuff out of it. But it says, was it worth it? It was most definitely worth it, I think. But it wouldn't have been worth it if it was just Kawhi and DeRozan straight up. Sorta, the drama needed to end, and the Spurs did what they had to do to move on. But it would be a lie to say the results were as hoped. While they got one more playoff appearance out of DeRozan era and plenty of production from Pirtle, Leonard and Green have combined for 3 more championships since. I guess Kawhi can't even stay healthy a season though. I mean, imagine, like, while I loved Kawhi when he was with us, and like obviously I even got like the Kawhi, I always bring this up, but I got the Kawhi statue here. Like wouldn't get rid of it. I really wouldn't want to get rid of it because it's literally like one of the only of its kind, because he got traded like shortly after that one came out. But man, it would be a nightmare right now, because he would still be dealing with some of these issues that he's dealing with. I mean, I think that he'll be in a better shape, but at the same time, that was rough. Malik Rose, Malik Rose, I can never say it. Malik Rose for Muhammad. This is the first Spurs trade that truly upset me as a fan. I may have cried a little and legitimately hated Greg Popovich for a game or two after. If I recall, fans even booed. Oh, they did? Real? This is 2005. They booed? If I recall, fans even booed Popovich at the first home game after this trade. Rose was and still is one of the Spursiest Spurs of all time. He's the one player I met multiple times, sometimes randomly, and I love talking to him. This trade truly hurt my heart. Did people hate Popovich around this time? I mean, because at this point he would have won 2 championships already. Or did most people at that time, like, I don't know the consensus of the Spurs fans at around that time. Okay, I wasn't like on the internet or looking at forums like that. You said I don't remember the boos, but I do remember Rose was loved. Okay, I just don't remember. I wouldn't have known about this. That's insane though. Maybe it was the idea like Duncan gave us those championships. I know people hated Popovich when he first became coach. I know that for a fact. I mean, articles and newspapers shown that yeah, people hated Popovich when he first became coach. Anyways, yes, however, briefly, Muhammad provided the Spurs with the defensive presence at center. They had been lacking since David Robinson retired, and they needed every bit of it to get by the defending champion Pistons to win the championship. While he ultimately went down as just one of the many in a long line of centers to start next to Tim Duncan, the trade paid off. You know what's funny? One thing that's funny as well is one thing I absolutely love about the Spurs, and why I do think that Giannis could potentially end up coming to the San Antonio Spurs, is because the Bucks are pretty stagnant. And he kind of alluded to this as well, that they're not necessarily making their team better. And that's the thing. Like, it obviously this isn't true, but you'll get what I'm saying. Like, anybody can win one championship, right? Like a franchise could win a championship, but we're talking dynasty. Like, Giannis is good enough where he should be in a franchise where they're creating a dynasty or working towards creating a dynasty. But I think that they've gotten really complacent. And the thing about it is, you need to continuously get better. You can't just look at the team and say, oh, we won one, that's good enough. Spurs never did that. They were always making moves, always getting better. That's why I never understood the whole criticism that the Spurs don't make moves. That's not true at all. I feel like after 2007, they were just lacking. Oh, crap. Shortly after 2007, no, not that long after 2007, they were just lacking a wing, a defensive wing. And they were searching for it. They were searching for it with Steven Jackson. They were searching for it with Richard Jefferson, and they eventually made a big swing and then got Kawhi. But you're always making moves. You're never good enough. And I think that's what makes them special. That's crazy to put Derek White at 2 over the Kawhi Leonard one. And even maybe in the Sean Elliott one. That's kind of insane. Derek White should probably be 4 or 5, but we'll see. Derek White for Josh Richardson and Romeo Langford. Was it worth it? They wouldn't know this yet, right? But I think it's worth it. But considering this was one of the several tank moves, and the Spurs ended up with, he's gonna say Wembanyama. Yes, it was. However, if they hadn't gotten lucky in the lottery and the tank dragged on for many more seasons, fans would probably still be wishing this trade had never happened because it wouldn't have been worth the pain. You guys know I love Derek White. I mean, it was this at one point. This was just the Derek White channel, right? It was like Derek White channel and then the Josh Primo channel. Like, these are two players that I loved as players. And I love Derek White even more so, it seems, off the court. I thought he was pretty cool. He came across pretty cool. But when he got traded, I actually wasn't that upset. We did the tribute song or whatever, Dear Derek. I'm gonna do one, Dear Wemby too. I was thinking about getting my new mic first before I do it, just so the song sounds better. But anyways, besides the point. But this trade, I thought it was definitely worth it at the time. I was like, yeah, it's time to tank. But I also thought that Dejounte should have been gone immediately, but they did it a better way. Get him as an all-star and then make that move. So it was much better. That is funny. He didn't even put Dejounte Murray on here at all. Oh, wait, honorable mention. Dejounte Murray. While this will go down as very noteworthy trade in Spurs history since it showed what direction the Spurs were picking and it paid off both the short and long term, it doesn't make the top 5 in terms of heartbreak just because Murray wasn't exactly an endearing personality. He didn't take long to alienate himself from fans after the trade, and fans had become somewhat immune to the shock of trades at this point, especially due to one listed below. Now onto the top 5. Oh, okay. I disagree with this part, that he wasn't an endearing personality, because I felt like I was arguing with people about Murray forever, like especially the off-court stuff, and everyone was just like, why are you bringing this up? Why are you bringing up that? Why are you talking? And it's like, dude, I think it's kind of shady. Some of the stuff is shady, like how he would like disrespect all his exes and stuff. I felt like it would come back on us eventually, and it did. He got traded from the Spurs, and then he eventually like went at us. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. George Hill for Kawhi Leonard. Was it worth it? Of course it was. While Leonard ultimately cut his Spurs career short, it's probably the best trade in team history. Oh, yes. Since they essentially traded a glorified role player for what turned out to be a top 10 player and got another championship out of it. Still, it goes to show that sometimes even the best trade can still be the most painful when the player going out is an all-time fan favorite. Great stuff, man. This was actually a really good article. What the heck? Who wrote this? Marilyn Dubinsky. Good stuff. Before everything came out, I liked him a lot, but I don't think trading was heartbreaking for that many Spurs fans. I felt like a lot of people were pretty upset. But yeah, it like the article pointed out, yeah, people were pretty like accustomed to it at that point. Maryland always has great articles. Let's see. What's another one that looks interesting? Looking back at some of the funniest Spurs moments. Oh yeah, him laughing at Howard. It's gonna be a bunch of Duncan stuff, right? Yeah, that's great. Also, this is like off record. I don't think I talked about this on the actual video, but check this out. Let me see if I can find it. Look at this. So on sports, well, hold on. Where is it? Is it this one? Oh wait, that was it. I'm stupid. So this was posted on Sports Illustrated as well. It says it was talking about Primo, and it says Spurs YouTuber. Crazy, because I never saw myself as a YouTuber. But that's pretty cool. Clan the Spurs fan was one of the first to point out Primo's easy to miss inclusion in the video of the pickup game. He also shared some recent workout footage from Primo. So cool. So cool. I don't know. I was just saying it's cool that I was included. I like to be included. If any other writers want to include me in their article, please do. It's interesting. Go look at where Bleacher Report tanks Wemby in the top 100 players next season. Would be a great topic for you to look at right now. Let's we'll take a look at that in a minute. Bleacher Report top 100 players, you say? Let's see. Bleacher Report top 100 players. Let's see here. Oh my. Okay. Keldon Johnson is... Why does it say 7? Okay, hold on. I need to know what that means. I'm so confused. Why is there 94th? Is this what they were last season or not ranked? This is what they were last season, I'm assuming. The big disagreement between the staff and the Bleacher Report community here is obviously Keldon Johnson, which is... Oh! Okay, no. Where is the... This is what... No, this isn't it. This is 2022. Okay, so I guess I do need to just go by this one, huh? So one from the fans and one from the analysts. Okay. Okay. So the one in the quote... So this is the analysts. And then these are the fans. Okay. Let's see. So let's see what the fans say and we'll see what the analysts say. So we're doing all the fan stuff, right? Derek White, fans say 88, analysts say 68th. I would have to see the whole list, but yeah, no, Derek White is not an 88 play. Like he's by far, I think, the best role player in the NBA, or at least one of the top role players in the NBA, top 5 at least. And I think that's deserving of at least top 60 to 70, for sure, whatever. So fans say 88. Fans don't know what they're talking about. Just kidding. Let's see. Keegan Murray. I'm just trying to see if there's any that stand out where I'm like, really? Oh, wow. Kyle Kuzma was really close between fans and analysts. Draymond Green. Oh, wow. Analysts have him at 49th, and the community was like, no, he's 72nd. 49th seemed really high. Will we say Draymond is a top 50 player in the NBA? I don't know. Let's see. CJ McCollum 75th. He said 62. Oh, wow. They already put him in the top 70. Wait, is Scoot Henderson 68? Where the heck is Wemby? Oh, dude. How high is Wemby going to be? Dude. Dude, we haven't seen Wemby. Chet Holmgren 60. Are we top 40? Are we going to be top 50? They're going to put Wemby top 50? Any of these stand out? Not really. Andrew Wiggins 45th seems pretty high. Oh, there's Wemby. Where is he? 43rd? Yo. They got Wemby 43rd. Wait a minute. Dejounte Murray's 44. And the analyst says 47. And they said 63 on Victor. Wait a minute. Okay. Now I'm just going to try to look at everyone that's ahead of Wemby if I think that they're better than Wemby. I will accept Harden. I will accept True. Well, no, I don't accept True Holiday. I love True Holiday, but I don't accept True Holiday. Yeah. Sebastian said True over Wemby. No, I don't accept True Holiday. I will accept James Harden. True Holiday, that's a no for me. Zach LaVine. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I think Wemby will be better. What just happened? I think Wemby will be better, but I won't get too angry at that. Let's see. DeMar DeRozan, I won't get mad. LaMelo Ball, I won't be mad. Brandon Beal, won't be mad. Darius Garland, I'm not mad. Paulo, not mad. Lauri Markkanen, I'm a little mad, but it's okay. Zion, not angry. Siakam, Brandon Ingram, yeah, I'm not angry. It's okay. I'm not angry at any of these. Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. But then again, Jaren Jackson, he won. Didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year? Just trying to fact check myself. Yeah, he did. All right. He deserves some respect. Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. Jaren way too high. Yeah, that's way too high. Top 30 is like super high. I think that's ridiculous. Sabonis, I'll accept it. Cat, I will accept it. By the way, by the end of this season, I think Wemby will be better than some of these guys. But I will accept it for the time being. It doesn't matter. Jalen Brunson, I will accept it. Really good player. Whatever. Not mad. Mikal Bridges, love him. Trey Young, I won't accept this. Maybe this is just me being super disrespectful. I won't accept it. I don't like how Trey Young plays. I think offensively he's lazy when the ball isn't in his hands. He can't play defense. And yeah, offensively he just sits there. If the ball isn't in his hands, he doesn't move at all. He just waits to get the ball again. He's super lazy offensively. And then we're talking about intangibles, like I don't know, like what, leadership or whatever. He's not a leader. I don't know. I don't know. No. Nope. I think Wemby's better than Trey. I don't care. That's crazy. I know he hasn't played an NBA game, blah, 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 but I think he's better than Trey Young. Honestly, even though I think talent-wise Trey Young is better than Dejounte, I would rather have Dejounte than Trey Young. See, Trey's so overrated at this point. Oh, wait. So overhated at this point, he's underrated. Brought his team to a conference finals, which is a lot more than a lot of these guys have. Yeah, that's true, I suppose. But I'm not. I'm sorry. No. I mean, I've watched a lot of Hawks games this season because I was very curious what would happen with the Dejounte Murray thing. And Trey Young, he just, if the ball isn't in his hands, man, like he's don't get me wrong, he can create his own shot. He's a phenomenal scorer. He's a good passer. What the heck? But I'm just not crazy about players that literally do not try if the ball isn't in their hands. I mean, he's just lazy offensively. Talent-wise, as a baller, he's really good. But I would rather have, maybe that's more of a preference thing. I'm not saying skill-wise. Skill-wise, Trey Young is leagues ahead of like Dejounte, and like maybe skill-wise alone, maybe he is like top 25 or whatever. Okay, but just from what I've seen, I don't know. Trey is a great player. He's just not that guy. I just don't like the fact that when he doesn't have the ball, he just stands there. There's no cuts. There's no motion. There's nothing. It's just nothing. It's just nothing. He can't get along with any coach he has. Teammates doesn't like him. I don't know. Paul George, sure. Bam. I won't argue that. Dejounte overrated in my opinion. No, he is. I would just rather have Dejounte than Trey. Dejounte isn't the best like off-ball player by any means, but he moves. I don't know. He was great on our team because the team was centered around him and he was the main option on our team. But when it actually had to perform on a good team, he shrunk. Yeah, especially if it's playoff time. Like, yeah, he's. I don't keep in mind. I don't think I would take Wemby over Trey and Dejounte right now. So keep that in mind. But I don't know. If you said Trey Young 25, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not mad at you. That's more of a preference, like a bias that I have when it comes to Trey Young. Yeah, Kyrie not mad. Halliburton. Why does he keep doing this? Halliburton's a good one. I completely forgot about Halliburton for this list. Is Halliburton top 21? I'm not angry with that. If you guys say he was top 20, I would not be mad. He's a really good player. Jamal Murray 20 over Halliburton. He just won a championship. Give him it. Give him it. Bleacher Report gave him 16th. Give it to him. Give it to him. I don't care. Kawhi 19th, and they gave him 13th. When Kawhi's healthy, he's a monster. John Morant 18th. Not mad. Jaylen Brown 17th. Over Ja? I personally wouldn't put Jaylen Brown over Ja or Kawhi. And the experts didn't. Or, well, they put him ahead of Ja. I wouldn't put him ahead of either one of those. But sure. Was just thinking about who's better than Wemby. De'Aaron Fox, sure, I'll give it to him. Anthony Davis, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker. These have to be unsaid. Yes. Devin Booker 11 9. Yeah, they're probably on the same page. Anthony Edwards, sure. LeBron, of course. SGA, of course. Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Nikola Jokic. Who did they have? So the experts had Jokic, Giannis, then Luka, and then Joel Embiid, and then Tatum, and then Curry? I'm gonna go with the experts on this one for the most part, because I think they're right with Jokic. I think Jokic is number 1. Number 2 would be Giannis. Number 3, Luka. But number 4, I would go with Steph. And then I would go with Joel Embiid. And then I would probably go with Tatum at 6. Jokic at 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy to have Jokic. I mean, it's not like Jokic is behind some scrubs, though, right? Like, I can't get too angry. I mean, freaking Luka Doncic. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Like, freaking Luka Doncic, Steph, Giannis. I would have been pissed off if they had him behind, like, Joel Embiid or something. 4 is heinous. I know, I agree. I think he's number 1, but I'm not mad at it. Maybe the one that you should be more upset with is probably the Luka Doncic one, with him being the only one in that top 4 that wouldn't have a championship. But I don't know. But not everybody measures it that way. Steph and Luka are interchangeable. You can have either, and they basically have the same impact on winning. I suppose. I don't think Curry's out the top 5 unless you heavily factor age. What did I say? I said Jokic, Giannis, which I agree with. And then I said Luka. And then Steph. So yeah, I still got him in the top 4. Or yeah, top 4. Yeah, I'm not too angry at it though. Jokic at 4, it's fine only because of who's in front of him. That's the only thing, is just who's in front of him. LeBron at 9, I'm not gonna argue with it only because I mean I understand. Like, he's LeBron James and he's still like performing at a very high level. But there's a few players I would take ahead of like LeBron. But I don't know if right now they're better. Like, I would take Jimmy Butler, but you know, and Donovan Mitchell as well. Like, I would take Donovan Mitchell, but I don't know. I'm just, man, guys, let's just go back to this though. I am actually genuinely shocked that Wembanyama is 43 right off the rip from fans. And it's even crazy that the experts have him top 70. That's still huge. He hasn't even stepped on the court yet. That's pretty cool. So the experts have Wemby where the fans have Scoot. Interesting. Let me see what this says. Wembanyama climbing all the way to 43rd among fans isn't necessarily surprising, but that doesn't mean it isn't bold. It's around the top 40 range when people are starting to flirt with all-star selections. And if Wemby is able to do that in year one, we might have to readjust the already absurdly high expectations. Elsewhere in this slide, we have more scorers going. Okay. I don't think he'll be an all-star year one. The only reason why I don't think Wemby will be an all-star year one is because the way that he plays. He is strictly, and people do not bring this up, he is strictly team first. Like he is team first. He's not going to be really infatuated with, trying to become an all-star or anything like that. But with that being said, I still expect his stats to be pretty doggone good because he can get 10 to 15, I think, a game easily. And with a little bit of effort, I think he'll be in the 20-something range. So he could be. He could be. And obviously, fans would love to see him in an all-star game, right? God, can you imagine the ticket prices? Jeez Louise. Good stuff though. Thanks for sharing this. Hold on, let me make sure I get the person who shared it. Who shared this initially? It wasn't Michael, was it? It was Michael. Michael Estrada. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you, my boy. Good stuff. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap. I will be honest with you. 2K drops in like 55 minutes, and I want to prepare for that. So I'm going to go prepare for that. I hope you guys had a good stream. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. We had quite a bit to talk about, though. Let's see. Trying to see what, to be fair, I don't know if that's on so much DJ Trey, but more so the coaching. Oh, with Trey not moving it up. No, that's Trey, bro. Like Trey just sitting there after Pat. No. That's Trey. It's like, Sebastian, I feel like it's just basic basketball. Like, I'm telling you, he's lazy. Like, offensively, this last season, he was lazy. Like, you can go back and watch footage. He's just walking around. Like, he's not even trying. He's not even prepared to shoot in case he gets the ball. Like, he's just there. I don't know. Great stream as always, clan. Thanks, Michael. Okay, I'm here. You can start. Texas. Hope 2K is good to you. I hope so too. I got 100K VC, so we'll see what happens. Oh, no, not the moving. I was talking about DJ not performing the same as he did here. Oh. Wait, but I thought, yeah. Some of his stats are lower, but it's definitely being with us, where we created him. Like, we created an all-star. Let's see. There we go. It's close to the same. It's lower, but it's close to the same. Field goal percentage is almost identical. 3-point attempts is almost identical. 3-point percentage increased. Free throw percentage increased. Rebounds decreased, which makes sense. Assists decreased. which also makes sense. And he averaged 1 point less. You know, it's so I bring this up all the time, but it's so funny how they tried to push that narrative, Steven Jackson and Dejounte, that he was held back by the San Antonio Spurs. Meanwhile, all his stats are literally the same. Like, really? We held him back and his stats are literally the same? Except he averaged more assists and more rebounds with the Spurs. Other than that, everything's the same. What the heck are they talking about? He was the same player. Gosh, I hate that. Like, I feel like if you have Trey, Dejounte, you should be able to do something, even if it's slight. I don't know. I didn't necessarily think that they were a great duo to begin with when we made that trade. Like, I didn't think that the Atlanta Hawks would be able to make something out of that. Just because the type of players they are. They're both very ball dominant. Neither one of them are great off-ball players. Trey Young is a better, like, playmaker than Dejounte. But I would assume that Trey Young, as far as being a three-point shooter, would have been a better catch and shoot player than Dejounte. So it's just like, now you got to pick and choose who does what. I don't know. I just didn't think it was a great matchup for the two. I understood where people were coming from. They were like, oh, Trey Young needs someone next to him that can play some defense, right? Dejounte is that, but Dejounte's a good defender, but he's more of a kind of pickpocket. I never saw Dejounte as like a point of attack defender or can just go one-on-one and lock you down. I never really saw him as that type of player. He's more of like a pickpocket opportunist, which is stupid valuable and still means he's a really good defender. But I think what Trey Young actually needed would have been something closer to like a Paul George or something closer to a Kawhi, right? Hawks fans also said we were cooked when we traded him away for seemingly nothing. God, I bet they look so stupid right now. Always watching for the Philippines. Thanks, Angelo Hernandez. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm getting out. Getting out. Deuces, as Chris Brown would say.